Hi guys, AntiLunchBox here. This is a plugin that will allow you to handle music in your game quickly and easily. Handling music is often overlooked as a major step in the process of making a game, so it's often saved for last or chaotically implemented, even though it's something that really matters to users. It's exactly like seeing a poorly designed website. You automatically think, ugh. So after writing code for music over and over within a couple different games, I decided enough was enough, and there needed to be a standardized way to easily hook up music in your game. So I slowly built and crafted my own sound manager to just work. And not only does it just work, but it works nicely, just as you'd imagine, with crossfades, global settings, and its own artificial intelligence. There are also developer options, so you don't have to listen to game music every time you're running the game, all with an option to implement in 5 minutes without having to write a line of code. So, in order to set this up, I want to drag the Sound Manager prefab found here into your scene. Another way to create this is to just call any Sound Manager function, and it will automatically create itself. Obviously, this is the best. I recommend this way. So you have this in your loading scene, which happens to be right now the SoundManagerPro demo scene. As you can see here in our demo folder, we have a couple different scenes. These are just example empty scenes. Let's save that. They're all just empty with the camera in them. So we're back in our SoundManagerPro demo scene, and I've also downloaded a bunch of audio files from the asset store in this folder. So the plugin came with these two folders here. And so now that I have my prefab in the scene, a thing that I found incredibly useful in Unity is to lock your inspector in this little lock icon here. Click that, they'll just keep that showing. And what it shows you here in the Sound Manager is you can see the info, the current scene, the cross duration, all this other stuff. These here, I'll actually get to them later. There's developer settings and there's sound connections. Sound connections are basically their own class, which tie a bunch of audio clips, a play method, and other variables to a scene. And this can be overwritten, so it's not held in place, but it's definitely useful for making a backbone for your game. So let's set up music scene 1. So here we click a new sound connection. So here you have music scene 1. Choose that continuous playthrough. Song list here. We want to add a couple sounds, so let's say this one, this one, this one, this one. Just drag them in, and here you can still edit the order or remove songs that you don't want to add. They're not actually added yet. So say I want to move this up, I want to move this to the front, and I want to remove this file. So now that I'm done, let's add sound connection. So you can see here, music scene 1 is added. And if you click view, you can see what we just selected. So you can repeat all in order. Here's the song list. And here's all the information we need to know. So now that that's set up, let's test it out. So right now we're going to press play. This is this demo scene I included with the package. You can, in the middle, you can see you can load each of these levels. So right now it's silent because we are in the Sound Manager Pro demo scene and there's no sound connection for it, so it's just going to think it's a silent scene. So when I go to music scene 1, you can see the volume starts to increase. It's crossfading in 5 seconds. You see that? And this is track 1 and this is track 2. And it's telling you all the information, the name of the song, where it is in the song, and if it's playing or not. So now that we go back to SoundManagerPro demo scene, which is the silent scene, it will cross out. Let's see. So already right there, we don't have any, no code has been written. So say now that works. Let's set up music scene 2, 3, and 4. I'll try and do as fast as we can to show how easy this can be. So say, let's choose some actually different songs as well. Continuous playthrough. And you know what? Let's choose a scene that starts with the same. It starts with the same song. Music scene 2 and 3. And music scene 4. Let's just try a different method. Let's do shuffle playthrough. Add another song. Move that up. It's a shuffle, so actually, as an order, doesn't really matter. So let's add that. So I still don't want to add a sound connection to our beginning scene, just because I want that to be silent, so I can show you later how to add it via code. So now that those are all hooked up, let's try playing it. And so the cool thing, so right now we're still in the silent scene. So the cool thing about the sound manager and its artificial intelligence, that it will know if you're switching to a scene with the same song, that should just continue playing that song, and it'll change the play method, but it won't appear like anything has changed. And it'll also know, like, if you're quickly moving between scenes, and say your first scene is the song that you're going to be playing in the end, but it's crossing out because you had left that scene to another in between, but it's not done crossing out, it will know when it gets to that third scene and it's supposed to play that song, to just don't start it over, just recross it back in. There's no need to start over. Let's keep a seamless thing going. So we can test this out right now. So let's go to music scene 1. See it fading in. Music scene 2, it's cross-fading to that. Now we know that music scene 2 and 3 both have the same song, right? So if I click music scene 3, it knows I should be playing the same song, so it's not going to update. So if it's crossing out and I go to music scene 2 while it's crossing out, it's just going to be like, hey, we were still playing that song, let's just bring it back. So it relieves all the worries for you. There shouldn't be any case checking done on your end. So now we press play again. Sorry, I just want to go back to the silent scene. So in order to, I also in this demo scene exposed a bunch of just commonly used methods that I've exposed in this plugin. You can see here's play a sample song. Basically it plays a song immediately no matter what is happening. So if you are in the middle of a level and you just want to play the boss music, you could just call this function, play this song, and it will just start playing it. And there's also a way to play a song and then run a function of your own after it. So here's just what the second button is about. So after the song is done, it'll run I'm Cool, which you can find down here. I'm Cool just pretty much logs out that I'm cool. So and then there's add sound connection to SoundManagerPro demo scene, which I was told you guys about earlier that I was going to show you. So it's pretty simple. Here, I added a sound connection, and here I am. You can see it here, SoundManagerPro demo scene. It adds sound connection. So if I were to go to here and come back to my scene, I already unlocked, but you'll see it'll start adding. It had already added this sound connection. You can now see it playing. And so let's say I can do this real time. If I destroyed that, left, came back to the scene, it should be a silent scene. So now they're all cross-fading out. And this is play and keep a sound connection for the current scene. So if I'm in Sound Manager, I am in the SoundManagerPro demo scene. This will just basically it's basically add a sound connection, but it also plays it. And then there's remove sound connection at a certain level. There's replace sound connection. There is, you can stop all music immediately, so you don't have to wait for a cross out. There's a global mute, a global like set music volume, set music pitch, and these are just some of the functions that are available to you. And there's also the developer settings, which allow you to show debug info whenever or just turn sound off all the time. So if we turn sound off, go to music scene 4, nothing's going to be playing. So it's saying background music is deactivated. You can see that here. And so if we take that off and come back, so you can see it giving us debug info. So it's like saying it wasn't playing anything, so it's going to cross it. And so all this stuff is available to you, and it's meant to make your sound implementation not only better but simpler and easier. Well, that's it for implementing the Sound Manager into your game. We'll be updating this plugin as time goes, as well as posting more videos for useful tricks in Unity. So we are open to future requests as well. So stay tuned. See ya.